Hello students, this is Kanan Saxena here and I have brought you a new topic, Orthoptera. Orthoptera belongs to the infraclass Neoptera of class Insecta and superorder Exopterygota. I hope you remember the meanings of Neoptera and Exopterygota. Exo means outside or outer, and pterygota relates to the wings. When the wings develop externally, then such insects are known as exopterygota. This is a highly diverse insect group with more than 1,30,000 living species and is divided between 13 orders. This group of Exopterygota, also known as hemimetabola, includes termites, cockroaches, mantids, stick insects, locusts, grasshoppers, crickets, etc. They are different from the superorder Endopterygota by the way in which their wings develop. Endopterygota develop wings inside the body and undergo an elaborate metamorphosis involving a larval and a pupal stage, while Exopterygota develop wings on the outside of their bodies without going through a true pupal stage, though they have a few members which resemble a pupa-like organism. These hemimetabolous insects have nymphal stages in their life cycle. So let's begin. Ortho means straight and terra means wings. When the insects have straight wings, such are known as the orthopterans. These include grasshoppers, locusts, crickets. This is a catidid. This is a mole cricket. So more than 20,000 species of orthopterans have been identified till now. The general characters of this order says that they have more than 20,000. Some place it is written 22,000, some places 20,000. Means approximately 20,000 species minimum are recognized in up to 30 families of order Orthoptera. They have two suborders. Suborder Coelifera, which includes grasshoppers and locusts, and suborder Ensiphera, which includes catidids and crickets. Orthopterans are hemimetabolous insects. They have hemimetabolous development, means they have nymphal stages in their development and are typically elongate, cylindrical, medium to large sized, and their hind legs are meant for jumping. Their size is up to approximately 12 centimeters, maybe up to 12 centimeters long, and hind legs meant for jumping. Jumping legs, I hope you know the term used for jumping legs is saltatorial. These insects are hypognathous and mandibulate and have well developed compound eyes. Ocelli are present or absent. Ocelli are the simple eyes. Hypognathous means when the mouth parts are ventrally directed or directed downwards, then these are known as hypognathous. This is known as hypognathous condition of mouth parts. Ocelli are the simple eyes. Normally insects have compound eyes in them which are meant for seeing, but simple eyes are also present which can detect light or diffuse light. The antennae are multi-segmented. In case of orthopterans, they have long antennae. The prothorax is large with a shield-like pronotum curving over the pleura. The mesothorax is small and metathorax is large. Now we come to the forewings of the insect. These are the morphological characters you should know. The forewings of orthopterans are formed of narrow leathery tegmina. Tegmen is the forewing of orthopterans and it is leathery in nature. The hind wings are broad with numerous longitudinal and cross veins and is folded beneath the tegmina by pleating. In these insects, aptery and brachyptery are frequent. Aptery means absence of wings. Some orthopterans do not have wings at all and others have brachyptery condition, which means that their wings are reduced or they are functionless. The legs of orthopterans are often elongate and slender and the hind legs are large, and I told you they are usually saltatorial, meant for jumping. The tarsi in the legs have 1 to 4 segments. The abdomen has 8 to 9 annular visible segments with 2 or 3 terminal segments reduced. The females have a well developed appendicular ovipositor. Ovipositor is meant for depositing or laying eggs. The cerci each consist of a single segment. In orthopterans, courtship may be elaborate and it often involves communication by sound production and reception of sound by the mate. Ensiferan eggs, Ensiferan suborder, the other suborder. Ensiferan eggs are laid singly into plants or in the soil, whereas suborder Coelifera use their ovipositor to bury batches of eggs in soil chambers. Diapause in eggs is frequently observed. Their nymphs resemble small adults except in the lack of development of wings and maturity of genitalia. But the apterous adults, apterous means the adults without wings, may be difficult to distinguish from nymphs because the nymphs resemble the adults in form. We come to the ecology and life cycle of orthopterans. So, orthopterans are typically terrestrial. They are found in trees, bushes and other vegetation on the surface of or burrowing into the ground, and occasionally they are also found in caves. A few species of orthopterans are aquatic or semi-aquatic also. Orthoptera includes general scavengers. Many of them are voracious herbivores means eating a lot on plants. Then some of the orthopterans are carnivorous also. Their life cycle has 5 or more nymphal stages. Their eggs are deposited either singly or in masses, either in or on the vegetation or in the soil. These insects, orthopterans, have the ability to produce and perceive sound also. Although sound production is effected in a variety of ways, it generally involves the rubbing of one part of the body against another. The females of some species are capable of producing sound, but it is typically the males that are the accomplished singers. The songs are most commonly involved with bringing members of opposite sexes together. That is, mainly the songs are meant for mating. Now we come to the classification of order Orthoptera. Before that, you must know the distribution of Orthopterans. Orthoptera includes grasshoppers, locusts, crickets and katydids, and these are found throughout the world. The two orders are suborder Coelifera and suborder Ensiphera. We come to the differences between the two. Suborder Coelifera includes insects that have short antennae. These are also known as short-horned grasshoppers, and locusts too are included in this category. Antennae are shorter than the body. They have fewer segments. Coelifera are predominantly diurnal animals. They are active during the daytime and are fast moving, whereas Ensiphera are nocturnal. They are active during the night and they can camouflage or they can mimic also other animals. Then Coelifera are terrestrial herbivores, whereas suborder Ensiphera are predators or omnivores, or they may eat plants also, which is known as phytophagous. Suborder Coelifera includes some destructive insects such as migratory locusts. These are short-horned. Ensiphera, they have long antennae. Coelifera includes grasshoppers and locusts, whereas Ensiphera includes grasshoppers, bush crickets, mole crickets, etc. In suborder Coelifera, the insects have antennae shorter than the body and the number of segments is less than 30, whereas in Ensiphera, the antennae are as long as body and with many segments. In Coelifera, ovipositor when present is short and round, whereas ovipositor when present in Ensiphera is usually more or less elongate. Now here you should know what is ovipositor. Ovipositor is a tubular structure that is used for laying eggs. The ovipositor is attached to the abdomen of insects and the eggs pass down this tube. Okay. So next difference is the tympanal organs. Tympanal organs when present in Coelifera are situated at the base of the abdomen, while in Ensiphera tympanal organs are found on 4 tibiae, part of the leg. What is tympanal organ? So tympanal organs are the specialized hearing organs known as tympanal organs. Tympanal organs are usually defined by the presence of a tympanal membrane, which is equivalent to the eardrum. They are backed by an air-filled space or cavity and are innervated by a chordotonal sensory organ. Then the next difference is the stridulatory apparatus, which is found in Orthopterans. Stridulatory apparatus is meant for making sound. It is either absent or of different kinds in Coelifera. In Coelifera, if it is present, then it is femoroalary type of stridulatory organ. In case of Ensiphera, if it is present, stridulatory organ if present is usually tegmenal. Again, we come to what is stridulatory apparatus. Stridulation is stridulatory organ is stridulation is the act of producing sound, usually by rubbing two body parts together. Some of the most well-known insects that stridulate are the grasshoppers and crickets. You must have heard the sound of grasshoppers and crickets in the night. Crickets make sound in the night. Next we come to the difference of vision. In Coelifera, their vision and hearing is acute. Very good hearing and vision. Whereas in Ensiphera, their tactile responses are well developed as compared to their vision and hearing. Suborder Coelifera rely on jumping to escape from predators, whereas insects of suborder Ensiphera rely on hiding themselves, or this is known as crypsis. Eggs in case of Coelifera are laid in groups in the soil inside shallow burrows, whereas eggs are laid into the plant tissue. They are inserted into the plant tissue or the soil. So, suborder Coelifera is divided into, or it has a family Acrididae. It includes short-horned grasshoppers and locusts. Examples are Locusta migratoria, also known as the migratory locust, Schistocerca gregaria, which is known as the desert locust, Hieroglyphus banyan, Patanga succincta, which is known as the Bombay locust. Now you should know about the locust, the difference between locust and a grasshopper. A locust is a migratory grasshopper that swarms at regular intervals. The periodicity of locust swarms is largely dependent on the environmental factors. The migratory locust, known as Locusta migratoria, is a polymorphic species existing in different phases. These phases include the solitary phase, the gregarious phase, and the transitory phase. In each of these phases, the locust differs in structure and habit. Swarming always takes place in the gregarious phase. The eggs of individuals of this phase undergo diapause. Migration takes place prior to the sexual maturity with color changes. The solitary phase is characterized by isolated individuals that show no tendency for migration. Eggs of these individuals develop without diapause, and sexual maturity is not accompanied by color changes. The actual stimuli which promotes migration are internal and are connected with the maturing of the gonads. These peculiarities are also observed in Schistocerca gregaria. So this is about order Orthoptera. Then this particular order is economically important too. It is a dominant group in most terrestrial habitats. The insects of this order feed on plants and often cause serious economic damage. Migratory locusts are serious transcontinental pests, as you have seen in the last few months, where they have traveled. These locusts have traveled from Pakistan to India also. Migratory locusts are serious transcontinental pests. Another are the mole crickets, which are major pests in lawns and in golf courses. So girls, this is about order Orthoptera of class Insecta. Now you need to go through it, learn through the reading material and prepare for an insect identification key. Thanks for watching.